Good evening everyone. In this video we are going to discuss other compacting types like injection molding, extrusion, as well as slip casting and tape casting. So these are all the things we are going to discuss in this video. First we are going to discuss about the injection molding one. So this process, injection molding process, already we have discussed. So anyhow, in this one it will be best suited for the articles made for the thermoplastic materials. So here the equipment cost will be relatively high compared to other one. So in this injection molding process, it produce the high production rate. It will be depends upon the die. So it will be uh, uh, molten thermoplastic material is used over here. So and it will be injected into the under pressure to relatively cold mold where the solidifies the shape of the mold over here. So the injection molding process, it will be feeding the compound into the plastic material like granules and other thing in the hoppers. So the powder through the hopper, it will definite time interval into the horizontal cylinder where it gets softened over while heating. So pressure is applied through the hydraulically driven piston over here. So that pushes the molten material through the cylinder into the mold fitted at the end of the cylinder over here. So while moving through the hot zone, the cylinder device is called torpedo. So it helps to spread the plastic material uniformly around the inside of the hot cylinder. So that ensures the heat distribution also. So the molten plastic material from the cylinder has then injected through the nozzle into the mold cavity. So the mold is used in the simplest form and it have two part system. One is a movable part and another one is the stationary one. So here the part can be opened or locked in the stationary part. So by using mechanism locking device, the mold properly held position in the molten plastic material. So it will be injected under the high pressure. The locking device has to be skillful designed in order to withstand the high operating pressure. So another, the pressure flow of the molten material to the interior regions, the uh, mold is achieved preheating of the mold to appropriate temperature. Usually this temperature is slightly lower than the softening temperature of the plastic material to undergoing the mold. So after the mold is filled, the material and under pressure, then it is cooled by the cold water circulating and then opened eject the mold article. Okay, so the cycle is repeated and we are going to continuously creating the more component over here. So here the one point you have to remember. So while passing over into via the threads, the heater, due to the heater, the material gets softened and it will be converted into the desired shape. Then due to the pressure, it descends into the molded part. It occupies the full out area. Then we allow water cooling. So due to the water cooling, it will be get cooled and we can open the mold and we can get the required component. Okay, this is about the injection molding process. Then comes into the extrusion. So here the procedure is the metal powder compaction is the semi products. So the manufacturer pre-processing, so or possibly by the pre-sintered over here. So in this process it will be carried out in the normal temperature and in the case of extrusion processing, it may be used in the room temperature, and the mixture of the powder and plasticizer is pressed through a nozzle into the rods in the tubular forms and the plastic emulsificator is an additive usually in the organic substance. So normally like a wax, methyl cellulose as a synthetic resins used, so which can be added into the metal powder in order to form the plastic material suitable for forming over here. The principle and scheme it will be shown over in this one. Then comes into the extrusion technology is used for all material which can be processed using powder metallurgy procedures. So these are cemented carbides, high temperature material with of a plastificator which has to be removed prior the actual sintering. The compacting pressure is performed by piston or screw. The fine powder requires higher pressure than the coarse powder extrusion. So why it is used means because of the joints, more joints it occur. So which are fractured and welded repeatedly during the process. Okay. So here they will be shown as a hydrostatic extrusion. So the powder extrusion is at higher temperature is similar to the compact material process. Then comes into the next thing, the slip casting. So the slip casting diagram it will be shown over here. So that is the A is the assembled plaster mold, B is the filling the mold by slip, then C is the absorbing the water into the plaster, then slip cast of the specimen. So these are all the things. So normally the process it will be similar to same like in the slip casting process that will be frequently used the compacting materials like ceramic powders, and it will be makes a large and the complex shape as well as it will be limited production units it will be produced it. So in the slip is suspension of metal or ceramic powder in water or other reliable liquid which is poured into the absorbent, and usually the absorbent it is made up of like a plaster of Paris. So the absorbent mold dried and subsequently sintered over here. Slips are usually made up of consistent powders. A dispersing agent stabilize the powder against the celluloid forces, a solvent to control the slip viscosity, and facilitating the casting binder for a given green strength to the cast shape plasticizer to modify the properties of the binder. So these ingredients interact especially in the compaction for binding sites or the powder surface. So for some of the reason, in order to addition the component of the mixing, lime are also important variable making the slip. So the formation of an appropriate and constant slip is important for successful slip casting area. So this is usually achieved by maintaining the proper control of particle size and size distribution. Addition of proper deep flow content, so which prevents the settling and aggregation of the powder particles, maintain the desirable viscosity of the slip over here. So mostly water is used as suspending medium, but absolute alcohol or other organic liquid may also employed over here. Okay, so this is about the slip casting. Then comes into the next is the tape casting. So in this diagram, the slip sources is shown in the left hand, and the warm air supply on the right hand of the component, and the support structure. In the support structure only the reel of the film it has to be goes over there. Okay. So in this process, it will shows the variation of the slurry casting process, and it is used in the produce the thin flat sheets, mainly thin flat sheets or films it is going to manufacture. So this process is also called it as Dr. Blade process because of the blade is used over here. So that's what this is also called a Dr. Blade process. The major steps in this one is the formation of the metal or ceramic slip, drying and tiring. So this process consists of preparation of the dispersion of metal ceramic powder in suitable solvent with the addition of dispersing agent to improving the dispersion of the particle over here. So here after satisfactory the dispersion is achieved, a binder is added, the whole mixture is fed into the reservoir. So the slurry is then fed onto moving the circular film from the bottom of the reservoir over here. So the powder slurry layer deposited in the carrier film by the sharing the action Dr. blade. Is it important that the slurry be free of air bubbles, so as it may lead the prosperity of the strip affecting the properties. So during the sintering, the binder is burnt off first as and as the temperature increase, densification of the material occurs. Okay, so in the nowadays, the endless stainless steel belt instead of carrier tape, this process can use to produce very thin tapes, films, sheets and other things between the 50 to the 1000 micrometer. Okay, so this is process mainly used to manufacture of some electronic component over here nowadays. Okay, and piezoelectric actuators to creating this also it will be used under the capacitors and dielectric components. So these are all the things that can be used in this tap testing method. Okay, so with that the casting get. Oh, thank you.